What? Oh, but David.
Before Hollywood ever learned her name, before she stood on red carpets interviewing the world's most powerful celebrities, before she became the face of a generation who grew up online, there was a young girl in Houston recording chaotic comedy clips from her bedroom. Clips that lasted only 6 seconds, but changed her life forever. She didn't come from a Hollywood family. She didn't have connections. She didn't have a studio backing her. What she had was energy, explosive, unpredictable, magnetic energy that millions couldn't look away from. But behind the fast-paced jokes, the wild edits, and the contagious laughter, was a girl quietly struggling with the pressure of becoming an icon overnight. So the question is this: how did Liza Koshy go from a shy, mixed heritage kid in Texas to one of the most influential digital stars of the decade, and why did her meteoric rise nearly break her? Liza Koshy was born in Houston, Texas, into a culturally blended household: an Indian father, a white American mother, and 2 older sisters who shaped her early personality. She grew up juggling cultures, identities, and expectations. At school, she was the quiet kid, the one who would rather observe than speak, someone who used humor as a shield rather than a spotlight. Being biracial in Texas came with challenges. She spoke often about how she felt between worlds, not quite fitting into one identity. That search for belonging planted the first seeds of storytelling inside her, a need to make people smile, to connect, to bridge gaps with laughter. But life wasn't always picture perfect. Liza grew up with anxiety from a young age, often hiding her worries behind comedy. She kept notebooks filled with doodles and jokes. She would imitate accents and characters to entertain her family, a small hint of the performer. She would one day become a true turning point. Came when she joined a program at school where she learned Spanish immersion. For years, she lived between English, Spanish, and her father's Indian culture. It made her flexible, curious, and deeply expressive, traits that would define her career. What started as a shy girl using humor to cope would evolve into a creator capable of captivating 50 million people. In 2013, at only 17 years old, Liza downloaded a new app called Vine, a place where users uploaded 6-second videos. It seemed like nothing special, just a place for fun. But for Liza, it was the perfect playground. She experimented with quick-cut editing, exaggerated facial expressions, high-energy characters, and rapid-fire jokes. Within months, people began sharing her videos across the internet. Her talent wasn't just comedic, it was cinematic. Every frame was deliberate. Every expression felt electric. Then it happened. Her follower count exploded. Millions were suddenly watching the girl from Houston who filmed in her bedroom. But Vine was only the beginning. Liza moved to YouTube, where her personality truly came alive. Longer videos allowed her to build narratives, physical comedy, original characters, and sketches that blended chaos with heart. Her subscriber count skyrocketed past 15 million. Brands came calling. Film studios took notice. She landed early acting roles in shows like Freakish, and suddenly the industry began asking the question: is Liza Koshy just a YouTuber or a real entertainer? Her breakthrough moment arrived when Men TV invited her to host their Total Request Live revival. She became one of the first digital creators to cross into mainstream television, and she made it look effortless. But with every new opportunity came new expectations, and a pressure that would soon become overwhelming. By the late 2010s, Liza Koshy wasn't just a creator, she was a phenomenon. She became the first YouTuber to host the Met Gala red carpet, interviewing A-list stars with a mix of humor, confidence, and authenticity that instantly won audiences over. Her ability to transition from internet comedy to high-fashion prestige shocked critics. It proved something no one could deny: Liza wasn't just playing in Hollywood, she was conquering it. Her show Liza On Demand launched and quickly became one of YouTube Premium's flagship programs. She didn't just star in it, she produced it, shaped it, and defined its tone. It was proof that she wasn't merely a performer. She was a storyteller. Then came film roles, including the Netflix dance comedy Work It, where she showcased emotional range and physical intensity that audiences hadn't seen before. It was another sign of her evolution. The Vine girl had become a multi-hyphenate entertainer. Brands lined up to collaborate with her. She earned spots on prestigious lists like Forbes 30 Under 30, and Time magazine recognized her influence across digital culture. She interviewed presidents, collaborated with celebrities, and built an empire on authenticity and charisma. But with global fame came global scrutiny. People expected her to be funny, loud, energetic, all the time. The internet had boxed her into a version of herself that was increasingly difficult to maintain. And slowly, the pressure began to take a toll. The same energy that made her a star was becoming a weight she struggled to carry. The first shockwave came with her public breakup from fellow creator David Dobrik. Their relationship had been idolized by millions, so when it ended, the internet demanded answers. Their "We Broke Up" video gained tens of millions of views. People praised their honesty, but what they didn't see was the emotional toll of having one of her most personal heartbreaks displayed on a global stage. She later admitted that it was one of the most vulnerable moments of her life. But that was only the beginning. Beneath her smiling persona, Liza was dealing with something darker: burnout, years of non-stop filming, editing, performing, branding, hosting, negotiating, and being always on had worn her thin. She confessed that she had reached a point where she didn't recognize herself. The pressure to remain the internet's energetic, perfect, hilarious queen was suffocating. Critics began to question her talent. Some labeled her as just a YouTuber, undermining her acting skill and creative vision. Others dissected her comedy, accusing her of relying too heavily on exaggerated stereotypes. Every move she made was amplified, analyzed, and judged. The internet that once loved her now sometimes turned against her. In one emotional admission, she said she felt like she was living for the camera, losing touch with who she was off screen. Her mental health deteriorated, and she quietly stepped away from YouTube, leaving fans wondering what had happened. For the first time in her career, the unstoppable rising star was forced to pause, and that pause changed everything. Stepping back from YouTube wasn't a retreat, it was a rebirth. Liza began focusing on acting training, writing, producing, and rebuilding her personal foundation. She embraced therapy and became open about mental health, using her platform to help others feel less alone. Her return to the spotlight came not with a loud comedy sketch, but with maturity. She starred in Work It, proving she could carry an emotional role without relying on her internet persona. She evolved into a more grounded performer, confident, calm, and intentional. Liza's advocacy grew stronger. She became involved in campaigns supporting women's empowerment, cultural representation, and mental health awareness. Her voice became deeper, wiser, and more impactful. She wasn't the hyperactive Vine girl anymore. She was a creator, a businesswoman, an actress, and a role model instead of escaping her past. She integrated it, showing the world that reinvention isn't about erasing who you were, but embracing who you're becoming. Liza Koshy stands today as a symbol of a new era in entertainment, the first generation of digital creators who didn't just influence Hollywood. They infiltrated it and reshaped it. Her journey from 6-second comedy to global recognition proved that talent can emerge from anywhere, even a teenager's bedroom in Houston. Her legacy is more than sketches, memes, or viral videos. It's the courage she showed by stepping back, healing, and returning stronger. It's the path she carved for creators who dream beyond the internet. The journey of Liza Koshy is proof that authenticity, evolution, and courage can turn digital fame into a lasting legacy. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more untold journeys from the bright and shadowed world of Hollywood.